and I will conduct 30 session max. Okay. Last some session I was unable to take, so sorry for that, guys. So now, today's onwards, we will learn all these things, whatever batches going on, like Spring Boot, Spring MVC, Spring Boot MVC, and Spring MVC Advanced Java, and one more batch I announced, like Oracle. Okay, Oracle 10G up to 10G to 9C. Okay. So now this series is for only for the collections. What is that? Collections, guys. Collection is a very important topic. Our project related thing. When we develop project, any Java project, you should aware about the collections. We should. It's your responsibility. You should aware about the collection. What is the collection and how you use the collection in your project. I will teach all these things. Okay, guys. So don't worry. Just be focused and join our. If you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel, guys. And I'm preparing something for you for surprise for you guys. Last 15 days, last 15 days, I am preparing something for you. So when it will completed, I will announce it. Okay. So please, if you are new, please join this channel and like this. If you really like the videos and my sessions and my effort, please do like. And so now come our topics. What is the topic? Is the collection. So now question is that what is the collection? What is the collection, guys? Tell me, what is the collection? What is the collection? Collection is nothing but just I'm changing the font in it by enough. Okay. What is it? Okay. Blank. Okay. What is the collection? Collection is the nothing but an object. Collection is the object. Collection is the framework, and the collection is the class which is existed in that collection framework. Okay. So some other sophistication we will learn more depth. So now what is the collection, guys? Collection is a group of others object. What is that? It's group of others object. Collection is an object. So write down, guys. If you write along with me, then it's good for you guys. Please write down. Oh, collection is object. Okay, collection is a nothing but the object. It's able to represent. What is it? It able to represent a group of. It able to represent group of objects. Represent a group of other subject. Other subject in the sense like one like one class is student. Might be different. Okay, wait, guys. It's okay. What is that? Okay, hello. Good. Okay, no, it's good. Why it's getting there. Wait, guys. 1 minute. Okay. Now this is the thing. Okay, this means the other subject. Okay, other object means. What is the meaning? Other objects like different object like class object class, and we can create different classes like student classes and employee classes and different data it will contain. But the collection gives the facility to you. Give the facility to you. You can store any type of data inside the collection. This is the beauty of the collections. Okay, that's why we are using collection. Yes, it has some drawbacks. Collection having drawbacks like processing, like speed kind of thing. And okay, why? Because speed, if you are storing multiple data and different type of data, then process may taking time. And arrays, we have only arrays. We have already array concept in Java. We can store only Homogeneous data type. Which type of data type? Homogeneous data type. Homogeneous data type is nothing but what is that? Homogeneous data type is there like same type of data. You can call it homogeneous means same type. If you are storing integer, then you can store only integer. If you are storing like student class object, then you can store only student class object. Okay, if you are create object of the string object also string of object of the student class, then you can store only student data. You are unable to, you cannot store data like employee. But if you are creating the collection object like array list, many more collection are there are lists. If you create the collection object, you can store any type of data, you can store guys. So this is the way to store. So now question is rise. One question may rise. What is the question? Difference between array and collection. The main difference is why, because we have already array. The difference between what is that? Difference between difference between array and okay. So now one by one I am writing, and also I will write example. Parallelly I will write example. And this session, this series is more practical based. Theory is also but more practical based. Okay, guys. So, what is the difference between arrays? Arrays, first point is array. Array is what is that, guys? Tell me. If you know, please comment in the comment box. If you know the what is about the arrays. Array, having fixed size of memory, fixed size of nature memory, like fixed size. You can declare first when you create arrays, then you should mention the memory of the array. So this means fixed nature. Memory is a fixed nature. For write down it. Array arrays are having fixed size, fixed size and fixed size in nature. Fixed size in nature. Look at what does it mean nature? Well, fix it means if you declare like I will show you the practical also. Okay. In case of arrays, write down. In case of arrays, we we are able to what is it? We are able to add. We are in case of arrays, we are able to add the element up to the specified size. What is that? Up to the we are able to add element or object, whatever. Okay. Element, elements up to that, where up to the specified, up to the specified size, to the specified size only. If you declare array as a three, so we can only store three element inside the array. If you are trying to store more than three, then it will give error or exception, whatever. It will give an exception like what is the exception? Array index out of bound exception. So JVM will raise the exception. What is that? So write down, guys. Write down. Yes. Okay. Mm. We are write down. We are okay. If we are able unable to we are unable to we are unable to add the we are unable to add elements. We are unable to add elements over the over its size. Over its size. We cannot store them. We are unable to. If we are trying to add elements, we're trying to elements over its size. Over its size. Guys. Then JVM. Then JVM will rise an exception. What is that? Exception like what is that? Java dot lang dot java dot lang dot array index of boundary. Wait. I can know it to issue. Array index out of bound exception text. When you will get this exception? When you cross the size of the array, then you will get this type of exception. So this is the one limitation over the array. Suppose you declare one employee, example. Okay. You declare one employee class, and employee class having something like the employee. This is the class, creating one in class object array. Okay. New in Java, I will take up one or two session about the arrays. Don't worry. Future in depth. Also, we have performed when I will take session arrays, then I will develop one very good application like three different ways how to perform CRUD operations using array. Okay. But next, in future, I will conduct one or two session. I will upload on this channel. Okay. Create one employee. Here you declare the size. Here you can declare. Suppose I want to store only 4. So, this is the fixed size. You created it means this is the fixed size only. Okay. So now you can here you can store only. Now you can store only what the 4 element inside it. 4 element you get inside this. Inside the interim. Suppose EMP0. EMP0, EMP0 you can store equals to new student. New employee, not a student. Employee, new employee. Okay. First. You can store first object inside the EMP. Okay. Now next is also you can EMP. Why? Because in array, indexing is there. So index start with 0, you stored 1 inside the first index. So new employee, you can store second object of the employee. Now I go EMP, yeah, 2 is there. 2 in the index of the position number 2, new employee guys. Employee stores. Now one more thing is there. Employee EMP 4 third. Okay. Equals to new employee. Okay. That's it. You can store only these many. If you're trying to store one more thing, like EMP, if you try to store one more thing, like 4th position. So in array, when you create an array, only 4th positions are there, but 5th position is not there. I will show you all diagram. I will show you also diagram. One way. New employee. Here you will get exception. But then here you will get exception. What is that exception, guys? Tell me. Anyone? Yeah, this type of exception you will get. Okay, index of on exception will get this type of error. Here is exception. Here is exception. Exception, you will use. What is that exception? Java dot array index of our bound exception. Why? Why we will get this exception? Because we are storing above we are storing above above the size of the array. We are storing one extra element inside the employee. So here, when JVM execute this line, then it will create one memory inside that. Okay, it will create one memory like that. Okay, inside the memory only four, 4, 0, 1, 2, and 3. Only these memory blocks are created when this line is executed. When this line is executed, this type of thing will created. What is that? 0. This is index number 0, 1, and 2, 2, and here is 3. This is nothing but this is what is that indexing. What is that? Indexing. Indexing. Okay, this is nothing but the indexing like 0, 1, 2, 3. Only in when we like JVM is execute this line, only 4 places are created inside the memory. 4 memory blocks are created inside the memory. So how you can store these fifth? Any 4 positions are there inside this? No, no. Any 4 positions are not there. 4 positions are not there. If you declare here fifth, then it will create a fourth position. Why? Because 0, it means 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places are there. So you can store only 4 objects inside the memory. Okay. This is the array limitation, guys. What is that? This is the array limitation. So, but if you are using collection, this type of limitations are not there. You can also store like, what is that? You can store also you can store also like heterogeneous data type. Here you can only store homogeneous data type. Homogeneous means if you are storing integer, if you are storing support, if you are storing employee, then you can store here only employee data. Employee data. If you are storing here, if you are trying to storing other than employee, like student. Suppose you are storing here is if you want to store student data, then it will give a error also. Not allowed. So this is the way. So now, second, the collection point. What is the collection? Collection point is, so now collections are collections are having having dynamically global nature. What is the dynamically global nature? It will automatically recognize how much memory we required. Dynamically, it have dynamically global nature, global nature, global nature. Even even if you add the element over its size, then JVM will not rise any action. Then what is that? If you are storing more than the size, JVM will not rise an exception. You can happily store the n number of data inside the collections. Global nature like that. Even right off. Even if we if we add the element over its size, that over its size means over its size, then JVM JVM what is that? JVM will not rise any action. Okay. Exception. Exception. Okay. Exception. So now example, suppose we create one array list. Array list is a collection part. Array list, I will discuss. Just differentiate point of view, differentiate. Array list, AL equals to new array list, array list. Okay. Pass the here size, suppose 4. Okay, we pass size here 4. So I want to add the object data inside the array list. So how add? Array list provide the one method called add. Inside the add, pass the employee, new employee object. That's it. You can hit it. So we provide the size of 4 now. So al dot add new employee, like that. al dot add new employee, new employee, new employee. 3 added. I want one more. One more. So here, al dot add new employee name. That's it. We stored what is that? How much? We store how many element? How many objects in that array list? 4 objects. So after the four, I want to store one more object inside the array list. So not an issue. We can store al dot add new employee. What is that? A new employee. Guys, are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? That's it. So an example with example. I will provide this more than well. In my Telegram channel, I will upload this more. Okay. So now we store how many elements inside the array list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. It's a one. If you want to store one more thing, one more. So no permission. Al dot add new employee. You can add any employee. Why? Because I can show you also like I can show you also like by using integer and these things. But in the real time, we are storing these type of things inside. While we using array collection, sorry, while we using collection, we are storing mainly objects. Okay. So now it's all good. So here is the memory representation. Here is no error, guys. Here is no error, no exception, no exception. No exception here also not exception. No exception. Happily code will run. No exception. No exception. Okay. So here is the memory representation is there. First, when JVM will when JVM will recognize JVM will recognize why JVM will recognize copy this and take them to string. Okay. When like that, when JVM will recognize 4, array list is other 4, then inside the memory, 4 blocks will create it. Okay. Like 0, 1, 2, 3. Here is also indexing is start with the zeros. But here is not mentioned it. It is not required to mention like with the internal process, add method is automatically add the object here, first object, second, three, fourth. Okay. If you add a list, this is the AL. Okay. This is the AL. This is the AL. Nothing but the array list. What is that array list? Okay. This is the relative list. This is the analyst A. When JVM when JVM recognize more than these lines, more than this line, more than this, then JVM will create automatically two more blocks inside this memory. What is the block name? Recognize two blocks will create automatically. What is that block? One block is and second. Two more blocks it will create it and passing the indexing automatically like 4 and 5. That's why we are saying this is the global nature. That's why we are saying this is the global nature. Okay, guys. So now we can store the any number of things. Now we can store any number. This is the total introduction about the difference between some. This is the one difference only. Many more differences are there. We will discuss slowly. We will discuss all these things. I hope you get the clarity about this. With all these things, collection. Collection is mainly storing the object. Collection is an object. Collection is here. Collection is this is the object. This is the object. It able to represent group of others object. This is the object, but this is the others object. It's representing group of others object. So my theory and my practical is related or not. This is one. Okay, we will meet next session, next video. Thank you. Thank you for watching this. And please join and subscribe our channel, guys. Please. Okay, thank you.